let's take a look at the market today, 11th of August. Now, as you know from yesterday, we had some sell positions from the euro dollar and the Australian dollar, and they were on our radar. By the way, I haven't yet done the daily technical analysis. I thought I'd do the video first, take a look at the market myself, and then see how we go with today's trade ideas. But yesterday, if you had a chat with your trading specialist, you know that we were short on the euro dollar and the Australian dollar, and they seem to be going fine at the moment. As you can see, we're quite short at a nice level around 1180 area there, and the market made a tops at 1190. That's just there. Okay, so not a bad kind of move. As you can see, we've got targets down here. Let's take a look at the market and start with the dollar Canadian. Now, the dollar Canadian, we're looking to go long on this currency pair, and this trend line area here was the region that we were looking to go long. And let me just draw that trend line again. Although it wasn't on our trading setup yesterday, this area we thought would be support, and there you go. Okay, so this triangle area is still a support area. If the market does dip back, we want to see it going higher. Now, just note that this is a sideways market, and with sideways market, the market in between can get pretty choppy. So what you want to really do is keep your trading on exact levels when the market is going sideways. So if the market pops down here, this is the place to buy, not around there in the middle, because that's going to be the choppy area. So if it breaks that, then you've got a lower level to follow down to, and in the middle there you can mark a target area there, because that's another support level. If it breaks down there, this is another support level. So don't get caught up in between levels when the market is going sideways. It's the time when most traders lose their money. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Now, we're following this up from yesterday. As you can see, two sell levels there, because I had 77.20 on the radar, and if you watched yesterday's video, I also said, listen, 77.50 is an area also to look out for, to short, and look how the market just nailed it down. So on 77.20 and 50, the market kind of shorted it down. What we should expect with the Aussie dollar is to be a bit safe, to be on the safe side. You should take profit when the market just slides down a little bit, and I'll tell you why that would be. Just bear with me there. This is the Australian dollar. Okay, so that was the sell level yesterday, and this was another sell level that we entered yesterday. So when the market moves down, you want to take your profit fast on this one, because on the monthly chart you see how it's creeping up here and breaking upwards. So if that does happen, we could see the Aussie dollar, you know, coming back up to these levels and pulling back and going upwards. So it's important to make sure you got your profit in before the market kind of starts going up and breaking up in this direction. Now, we're still in August, so if August pulls up, next month we'll pull back for a retest, and then after a retest we'll carry on going up if this breakout event trade. So any short trade that you did from yesterday, just pick up your fruits and just put it in your basket and don't muck around. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Also, the euro dollar yesterday, 1190, like I said, was the area to move forward, it was to sell, and now we're having that move forward down here. We're going to be a bit patient with this. Also on the euro dollar, if you think about it, let's take a look at the other chart. Right, now here's the euro dollar on our 1 hour chart. As you can see, this is the daily pivot, 1160.59 area actually. So we're going to have to check how that works out. So when it moves its head up, we'd like to sell that again to come towards, let me just close that off, to come towards this area here. So we're just having this, as you can see, this U-turn. The market might just push up to this white line here, which is the opening of the session in Asia, which is 1175. When it comes up there, you can still sell again. If you look at your 1 hour chart, anywhere around here is good to sell, up to 1174 and so forth. On the daily, that is, as you can see, trend line. The market just tipping it off there, so we're expecting it to come back down to about 1140, and then we'll see how that eventuates. Now the market might push back up again. If it does, it'll be like the Aussie dollar kind of scenario we have. Might just break out, because this 1320 is still a target on the weekly that the market hasn't reached yet, and we'll have to see how that happens. If it gets up there, we'll need to sell off again. Alright, so in the meantime, you should be taking your profits as they eventuate and not waste too much time on those trades by sticking onto them. Pound dollar isn't something we haven't been is something we haven't been dealing with for a while, ever since Brexit. I'm still not that in favor of dealing with it at the moment, of the uncertainty, and there are other currency pairs to trade with, so why should we just risk it? So pound dollar, staying away from that. It still has potential to come down, I reckon, and hit these levels, 28.70, 28.10 region. So we'll see how that goes, but in the meantime, we're not really dealing with it. Let's take a look at the dollar yen. Dollar yen, I reckon, is going to be it's going to be okay to buy around here. Let me just move this up a little bit so you can see we're on a trend line here. Now yen is getting stronger, and as you can see, this is a shoulder, head, and the shoulder formation happening on the 4-hour chart, and that might kind of make us a little weary. What will happen though, if it breaks down, we should be cautious. Alright, so although the euro dollar is on a trend line and would like to buy around here as a support level, in fact, let's take a look at our detailed chart. This is the 1-hour chart, a detailed chart, as you can see, and here we have a support level all the way down here. So this area from pretty much 101.20 to 100.85 is all going to support. So what's the best place to buy? Well, the best place to buy is when it comes to your line here. Let's also take a look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, a bit of a pullback to around this level, I think, is also good to buy. We'll be looking to see that and how that eventuates. So we'll see how that goes on the dollar yen. Let's take a look at the dollar franc, and we can open up our 4-hour chart here on the dollar franc. See how that goes. Dollar franc, nice move up, now a pullback. So around here we've got some support. If that happens, if the support holds, we'll probably see it moving up a bit more. Now on our detailed chart, here we are. I think it's a good level to buy here. This is a nice support area, and also just a tap down here at 97.10. So it's at 97.40 at the moment. This 97.40 is a good area. On our intraday chart, this 1-hour chart, as you can see, this is a good area. It's a weekly, daily, monthly area. That's 97.30.40 area. So it's a good level. What we just need to anticipate here is just, if this holds, we just need to see if it's going to break out above this weekly, because it is under the weekly. So if it does pull back, we have to see. If it breaks above the weekly on the pullback, you should kind of go long. Going long around here, around 97.40 is not a bad idea either. You can see the market back up at 97.60 region. So if you buy here to reach here and kind of take profit there, and that's about 30 points on. If it comes down to 97.30, that is. Let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. Now, New Zealand dollar had interest rate news yesterday, and as you can see, this is why there was a big spike last night. And what will happen probably with this currency pair is just kind of slide off down and move down a bit more. If we take a look at the daily, maybe we can note here, as you can see, that's a nice top that it touched. So it's on that top trend line there, and the market kind of touched off on there. So this is a sideways market on the daily, as you can see. The market is in that range, and what we can anticipate is the market from the tops, shorts are good to happen. This is a good up move. As you can see, it's coming from an up move. Let me just move this up a little bit. Okay, as you can see, steady up move, pull back, steady up, kind of rectangle. And what we'll need to do is we'll need to go either way with this. If it breaks up, we'll need to go up. If it breaks down, we'll need to go down. And that's our attitude to that. So at the tops, we would be selling until a breakout happens, if it does happen. Alternatively, what we'll be looking at is if buying at the bottom also, and if it breaks down the bottom, then we'll be looking to short it as it raises head up to push it back down to these lower levels here. Alright, so I don't think it's too much of a drama. Selling from the top was logical. The market would have already planned and put the price in to the anticipated decision. So as you can see, even during news, if you have some technical analysis knowledge, even if there is news, this thing still holds. This technical valuation of the market still holds. Let's take a look at gold. Now here's gold, and I said it's going sideways and sideways, and I said don't mess around with this in between levels. And what we're probably likely to see in the gold is if it goes above this green line again, probably it'll reach up there. In this range here, between the lines, I wouldn't do anything. Gold right now is, this up move, pull back. If it breaks above the green, is okay to kind of go long, but even so, I would not be trading with big lots there. Okay, so we just have to relax there and just trade with smaller lot sizes if you're into gold. And if you look at oil, oil had a good pull, now a pull back. Now from here we can expect that move up. In fact, let's take a look at oil. Okay, so this is Brent oil here, nice push up. This is the channel that we're going to have to break. In fact, you can just adjust it a little bit. All these come up automatically on my chart, so that's why you see them automatically popping up. On the 4-hour chart, there we go. Good push up, pull back, and now possibly going up again. I'd be a bit weary on this one, simply because oil prices have been slumbering down. As you can see here, it's all downtrend. So the market might even push this further down to 40.63, which is not a bad level to buy if it does get there. So until a real breakout on the oil here, I'm still maintaining a short position on oil as it raises its head up on the 4-hour chart. There you go. To raise its head up, it's a good support, but it's a good support, I reckon, to sell off. And if you're trading oil, let's see where we're at. Yeah, so around 44, 60, 50 area, that's like a good level to sell off and to push it back down again. Alright, so I do hope that helps. Have a good day, and keep in touch with Lewis and your trading specialist so they can give you a hand if you have any queries. All the best, have a good day.